What's up, family? Can y'all hear me? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are you? Can y'all hear me? How is everyone? Okay. You guys can hear me? Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? What is up? How are you guys? How are you guys? What is it? Y'all good? Okay. What is up? All right, y'all. Hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys are ready. We're about to start turning up for the rest of the month. Right? Let me see here. I'm gonna show you guys some stuff today. Excited? What's up, Andrew? What's up? What's up, guys? Let me see here. Stream do. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? What's up, Chris? How are you? Tony, what's up? Steph, Andrew, Adrian, what's up? Tracy, Tarsha, Kay, Charlotte, Fidencia, what's up? Monica, Robert, Kenny, already. Ryan. I got another Ryan. Okay, what's up? Monica, Renee, Steph. Teresa is here? Okay. Everybody here. Okay. Oh, y'all really here. Some of y'all, this is just meant for the free people, but y'all can hop on too. You guys can hop on too. What's up, Susan? How are you? I'm good. Chilling, setting up the content for you guys. Working today. Today's a work day for me. Today and tomorrow, work. Gotta make sure you guys are good for this week. We're gonna do a lot of stuff next week. Every day we're doing stuff next week. Hold on, guys. Hello. Okay. Rita, Charles. What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? How are y'all? Having a good weekend thus far? Let me see. 6:05. 6:05. All right. Let me see. Let me see something really quickly, okay? Like, in all seriousness, okay? Let me see who's in here. Is anyone here not in the premium or VIP? Just, I want you to put one in the chat if you're not in the premium or VIP. A lot of you guys are, which we're going to have our own private paid session at 8:00, guys. I'm just letting y'all know. So whoever paid premium and VIP, we're going to have a private session with myself and Max at 8:00 in 2 hours. Okay. Is there anyone here who isn't paid though? Seriously. M-Dots. I know, I would say the vast majority. I'm thinking probably a good 60, 70 you guys are probably paid. Brittany, Steph, M-Dom. Okay. Put some ones if you're not paid at all. If you're not in premium or you're not in VIP. And okay, and if you would like to, okay, that's also the thing. If you would like to get in the premium or VIP, but you're not, I'm just trying to see how many people are okay. Janisha, Clyde, Carrie, Tasha, D'Angelo, Alexandra, Amdon, Steph. Okay. Let me see. Priscilla. All right. Okay, Mark. You're not in? Okay. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Still working on 7 8 intensive, but would love to. I hear you, Andrew. Brittany, you're not in? Okay. All right. So the vast majority of you guys are in. Okay. So because I got like almost 100 people on already. And I would say probably like 60 or 70. I would say like 70, 75 people are probably in. Mark, I know you're in the VIP, Mark. Getting through all that stuff. So I got you, Andrew. Okay. So this is what I want you guys to do. All right. Because you literally have 24 hours to enroll before everything closes down, which means we're not going to accept anyone at all. Okay. Now, if you would like to get in, okay. Now, again, I'm only doing this for people who are on my session. So the people who got on my session, I'm going to show love to y'all. I want you to email thetradeauthority.com. Okay. And I want you to tell me if you want to get in the premium or VIP. All right. And we'll see if we can get you in. Now it's not going to be free. Of course, we're not giving anything for free, but we're going to try to help you guys get in. If you would like to get in. All right. So, if you're not in, again, here's the links. It's very simple, guys. So I'm going to go. It's very simple. Okay. Look, it's very simple. You go to thetradeauthority.com and you can pay. Right here, the premium mentorship, you click the sign up. Boom, you pay. Okay. Right there. Or you hit the VIP, you click the bit.ly link, you pay. Very simple. Okay. Sign-ups close. But any questions or you're really trying to get in for whatever reason, something you want to tell us, just email us, okay, at the Trade Authority, or thetradeauthority@gmail.com. Email us. All right. Okay. I'm trying to get everybody in who's showing love, who's on my sessions. If you've been on my sessions every day or the majority of the week, I'm trying to show you love. I'm trying to get back to you somehow. But, you know, I'm just letting y'all know. All right. So this is only for those people who are on the sessions, because y'all see the majority of people are here. They're ready. Y'all are ready. All right. It's almost 100 people, and I can guarantee like 75 people are paid and in and ready to run. But for everyone who's not in, I need you to get in. Okay. And if for whatever reason something's coming up and you can't get in, but you want to get in, email us. Email me, because I'm going to be answering the emails. Okay. At the Trade Authority or thetradeauthority@gmail.com. You got to do it today. All right. And it's only for these people who are on right now. That's it. That's why I post about it. I know you're ready, Kenny. Priscilla, okay. I see you. I know the people who look, I'm good with names. I may not be good at pronouncing names, but I'm good at seeing all the names. Tasha, D'Angelo, Brittany, Janisha, Clyde. Again, email us. Let me know what's going on. Why can't you get in? Are you trying to get in? What's up? What's holding you back? Okay. Email us. All right. Okay. Now that we got that out the way, because I want to get everyone in. All right. Everyone who's on here, there's no reason why you can't at least be in premium. Seriously. Okay. because everything that we're about to drop for you for the month of June and July is going to be insane. I'm just letting y'all know. So, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that to like, over deliver, but I'm telling you the things that we're going to teach you, you haven't been taught before. And it's really going to help you. Really going to help you. I wish I had this type of mentorship when I first started trading. Even my first, second, third year, I wish I had something. And I've been trading for 7 years, guys. So again, there are no guarantees as to what's going to happen for you because everyone is different, right? But I can tell you that your trading is going to level up for sure. There's no way around it. We're going to put you in an environment where you have to work, where you have to put in the groundwork, where you have to level up. I like to use the analogy like if you put all of your friends who are working out, like if you're now in a group of friends, right, who are working out and they're all in shape, but you're the only person not in shape. Don't you think by law of association, if your 5 friends are all in shape, all eating right, working out in shape, but you're not the only one, don't you think by default you're going to learn some things and then incorporate that to get a little healthier, get a little in shape? By default, right? It's going to happen. So if you put yourself in an environment of traders that are doing well and students who are thriving, who are hungry, who want it just as bad as you, don't you think that you're going to get better trading? By default, by law of association, it's going to happen, right? If you put yourself in an environment, people that are making a lot of money, right? If you have 5 friends who are millionaires and you start hanging around them every day for 2 months, what do you think is going to happen? Don't you think you're going to learn something about money? Yes or no? So put yourself in the environment that's going to nurture your trading. That's all I'm trying to say. And that's what most people need, because what's happening is you're doing this all by yourself, all by your lonely. You have family not looking out for you. You have a spouse who maybe doesn't believe in you. You have friends who are like, oh, that trading thing. And, you have everyone around you knocking you down. And you're wondering why you can't elevate because you're not even in an environment that can help you flourish. That's one of the big keys, guys, is getting yourself in an environment that's conducive for your growth. So, again, get in now. Get in now. Get in now. I know I'm hype, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited like y'all excited. I'm very excited. I'm excited to do mad live sessions and make money with y'all. Okay. I'm very excited. Okay. I'm excited. Markets are heating up. They're looking good. We're going to be teaching a lot, trading a lot. Like, what more can you ask? I'm ready. Are y'all ready? Okay. So again, thetradeauthority.com or thetradeauthority@gmail.com. Any questions, or for those who aren't in, email us. Okay. All right. So let's start, beautiful people, because it's 6:15. I just wanted to talk to my people who aren't in, because maybe they need a motivation. Maybe they need that little, that little push to get in. And I'm trying to tell you, just get in. Just get in. All right. You got 24 hours. Okay. Any problems, just email us. All right. Let me see. Claude said, I need it, and you're stating facts. I know my boy Claude. I know. I'm speaking. Listen, because I know for a fact, guys, because that's been me. I've been around. I've been doing this by myself for so long. Trading is a lonely game. It's like you're a lone wolf. It's like it's all you. But I promise you guys, right? When you put yourself in an environment that everyone is learning together, trying to get better in trading, and they're serious. That's the key thing too. They're serious. No one is fucking around. Excuse my language, okay? But when you have people playing around, it pisses, like it messes up the whole energy of the group, right? You have people who are super serious, and then you have people who are like, like dicking around. Like, I hate it. No, are you serious? Do you want to make money or not? Like I hate that type of back and forth energy with trading. Like, I don't want to be a part of a group where 9 times out of time we're talking about Trump and the economy and Drake, and I don't want to talk about anything besides trading and money and trading, trading and money, charts, support, resistance, levels. That's all I want to talk about. Do y'all feel me? Hopefully somebody feels me. I don't want to be in a trading group and you're talking about all this other nonsense. Okay? Otherwise, I would join another group. All right? So that's what we've created here. A group where everyone is focused and we're not tolerating anything else except excellence and only trading. Nothing else. We're not talking about anything else. Don't come in here talking about anything else. Seriously. Y'all feel me? All right, cool. All right, because that's how we're coming. All right, so all right, y'all. Let's go to the charts. Let's go to the charts, okay? Let's talk some charts today. So there was NFP Friday, right? And that's the reason why I didn't really trade Friday. And we tell you guys to stay away from NFP. Not that it can't be traded. NFP actually is I don't want to say it's a great day to trade, but the more volume in the market is actually the easier it is to make money. Okay, so I need you guys to understand that the more volume that's in the market is the better and easier it is to make money. Think about all the times that you lose when it comes to trading. When you lose, it's usually what? In consolidation, markets are choppy. They're going up, down, back and forth. You don't know where it wants to go. It goes down here, then goes up here, then goes down here, then goes up here, and ranges. That's usually where most traders are going to mess up, even for myself. Okay, whether it's a small consolidation or bigger higher time frame consolidation, that's where you're going to get messed up. So when you have more volume in the market, you have more liquidity, which means it's usually going to trend harder or in the direction that you want it to go, and it's easier to get in. The thing about NFP though is that it's so erratic at times that you don't know what it's going to do. But so the volume is getting injected into the market, but sometimes it can just be very funky. So usually, like, one of the ways that I trade NFP is I completely wait now. This is just how I've been doing it for a long time now, is I will completely wait for all the news to subside. That can be 15 minutes, 30 minutes after the NFP news. So NFP news, I think, was like, let's say like 8:30, right? So let's say around 9 o'clock, 9:30, that's when I'm really trying to see what happens. So after all the news subsides, what is the market doing? Because there's still going to be volume, but now it's not as erratic because the news has kind of died down. And that's the way you really want to trade NFP if you trade it. Okay. So it's all about understanding when to get in the market, how much time to kind of just let it subside, not rushing it, right? And then pick your spots. Again, this will all be taught in the boot camps. If we have crazy news or NFPs, we will look at it together live, and I'll show you guys and we'll trade it live together if there's good moves. Like, well, of course. So again, if you're a newbie though, I would stay away from it. Any super high volatile news you want to stay away from. You just want to build. It's like, building a layup when you're basketball drills. You guys know I love basketball analogies. Okay, you need to master the layup first. Just put the ball in the hoop. You don't have to make a half-court shot, a three-point shot, anything like that. Put the ball in the hoop. Don't do anything fancy. Make some money. Okay? Then you can worry about, doing the three-point shooter, the shot, the Steph Curry no-look shot, the half-court shot. You can do all that afterwards, but you have to get the consistency first. So you can trade news. So when people say you can't trade news or you can't trade NFP, that's completely false. You can, but you have to have some experience and understanding of, a lot of core concepts of trading. That's what I'm saying. You can't get in there as a beginner, because you as a beginner trading high volatile news or NFP is like playing the game on hard. You ever play like Sega or, some y'all are older too. Sega, Nintendo, Super Mario, whatever you want to play. But I'm just saying, like, it's like you're playing the game on hard. Why, when you can pick it on easy? I always liked playing the game on hard when I was little, but I'm just saying. Okay, You don't have to play the game on hard. You're just trying to make money. Okay. So wanted to go over that with you guys. We can go over what happened all last week, what I'm looking for this week. Okay. And kind of give you guys like my overall analysis on a bunch of different pairs. On the dollar, on gold, on NAS, a whole bunch of different stuff we can go over together, right? And then I'll answer some questions, some Q&A. I'll kind of go over, like, again, what we're going over in the boot camps. Again, I hope you guys are in because you only have 24 hours. And if you're not in, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Okay. But if for whatever reason you can't get in, things are happening, like, just message us, email us, thetradeauthority@gmail.com. We'll try to figure it out and help you out, help you get in. We're going to try to get people in, but again, can't promise anything. So you got to email us, because once it's done, it's done. Once Sunday night's here, don't ask Ryan for, hey, can I get in? No. Can I? No. It's a no for me. And it's a no for everybody else who paid, because we're not bringing any new people to mess up the flow of our groups. Okay? Okay. All right. So let's start with NAS. I guess we could start with NAS. Let me remove all these. Okay, let me show y'all NAS. How's looking for me? Let me remove. And I'll show you guys. Okay, because I did sell it, or I was looking to sell it for NFP a little bit, and it did drop pretty hard. Okay, all right. So NAS, as you guys know, is probably one of my favorite pairs. All right, it really is one of my favorite pairs. I really do well with NAS on a regular basis. I think it's, you know, I don't want to say this in front of you, all of you beautiful, lovely people and handsome gentlemen, but I think NAS is my new bae. I think AU has officially, she's side bae. She's wifey, but NAS just got that thing, you know. It's just, she keeps calling me, and I can't say no, you know. I just anyway, NAS, y'all, to me is like it's like the AUD/USD of indices, if that makes sense. That's why I really like NAS, because it's actually pretty slow compared to the S&P or US 30. So it's actually, but it's still very volatile, but it moves a lot more textbook than S&P or US 30. So it's kind of like the slowest moving indice, just like AUD/USD is the slowest moving pair, or one of the slowest moving pairs, but it still moves up pretty good, right? Because it's an indice, it's going to really move. So that's why I like it. And I will be teaching my NAS strategy, which is it's an updated strategy. Okay. I have taught in the past, but there are some things that I added to help you, especially when it comes to scaling into NAS. Oh my goodness. Scaling into NAS has, I've struggled a lot when it's come to scaling into NAS. So when you know you have a really good move, and you know it's just gonna, for instance, when it dropped to on Friday for NFP, right? Sorry, hold on. When it dropped for NFP today, or Friday, sorry, and it dropped from here to here. Okay, and let me show you guys really quick. So, like, let's just say this was like 7 o'clock, right? And let's just say you sold here. Let's just say you did. Okay, let's just say you did. Let's just say you sold here to up here, and then let's just say you were aiming for this zone down here. Okay, very simple trade. Okay, but it's not about also getting in the right trade, calling the right trade, but more importantly, when to scale in. So let's say you're winning this trade, right? You're up 20, 30 points. How do you know how to scale? When should you scale? When is it safe to scale? What percentage should you scale? This was a very tricky thing for me with NAS. You know, I would always get the clear win, like the majority of my trades with NAS will always win. Okay, I'm pretty accurate with NAS. I'm very accurate in NAS, actually. The hard part with NAS is scaling in because it's an indice. So let's say you sell it here and then you sell it here again, but then it pops up in real time with this wick past both of your entries, right? And then you might get scared, like, oh, they're gonna reverse. So it's it's a very scalable indice. I think all indices are scalable. What I mean by that is you can put multiple entries when you're in a winning trade, but there's a science and a method to scaling properly. And that itself I've had to work on. So it wasn't like calling the good trades on NAS, because I've actually lost a lot of money scaling the wrong way. Okay, I've lost a lot of money scaling the wrong way with NAS. And so it took me a long time with studying NAS, trading NAS, making a lot of money on NAS, losing money on NAS, to really figure out, okay, what is the most reliable, safest, and best way to scale in on a NAS trade when you know that you just absolutely know for a fact, okay, it's going to go down. You don't want to just take one entry. You at least want to take 2 to 3. So for me, it's like, how do I get the safest and most confirmed entries when it comes to scaling in on NAS? So that is something I'm going to teach in the boot camps. Okay, not just the strategy itself, but how to scale properly on NAS, which I think is really a game changer, because all you need is one good NAS trade and you scaled into it, scaled in properly, it's going to make you a lot of money. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts around it. But there's a certain way you have to do it, and you have to wait for your clear confirmations. Okay. So again, me back testing it, going through it live in the market for a couple of months now, I really kind of perfected a scaling method for NAS. Not, calling NAS whether it's going to go up or down, that's really not too hard, but scaling in it properly without over leveraging, like crazy, right? To really scale your account. This is what's going to help you take a lot of your small accounts, guys, to big accounts. This is what's going to do it. Okay. Like when you know how to trade, but also scale in safely and with confirmed entries, that's how you milk the market for everything that it's got. Okay. So again, that's in the boot camps. I'm teaching it next week. Get excited. Okay. Because I haven't actually taught that. Yeah, it's something completely brand new, actually. I've taught my NAS strategy, but not my NAS scaling strategy. So that's going to be a game changer. I can't wait till you guys have results with it. Okay, but again, this is something that you need to understand. It's one of the laws of trading where, if you remember how we spoke about cutting your losers when you know you're wrong, but then also when you're winning, to slowly, that's the key word, slowly scale in your winners. Right? So you have to understand, like when you're confident about the trade and you know it's going to go up or go down, you have to, for yourself, okay, when do I scale in? How do I scale in? What's a safe entry, Ryan? What's a safe re-entry? What's a safe second or third or fourth entry? And you're going to have to practice that again. So we're going to teach that to you all this week. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know. Hopefully you're excited about that because it's really going to help you. All right. And it's something that I struggled with. I didn't struggle with, selling NAS. I struggled with scaling in on NAS because it was not easy, because it's a high volatile pair. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat really quick. Yes, Anisha. And then also we're going to trade NAS live together too. So you guys will see like how I'm scaling in on NAS. So you guys will see like the videos, we'll do the content, but I'll also be trading NAS live in front of you guys. Like when we have our live sessions in the morning, like New York sessions, especially, because that's really when I trade NAS, New York session. And you guys will see. AM said, Ryan, what is it goes in the opposite direction and blows that account? You said what if? Okay, so okay, I understand what you're saying, AM. I think he said, what if it goes in the opposite direction? So there's a reason why, for one, you have to do it in a systematic way. And And there's no way that you're going to blow your account off of 2 or 3 scalings on NAS if you're doing it correctly. Because, okay, if you have a small account, let me give you guys an example. If you have a small account, okay, let's just say you have, okay, let me do this for y'all. Because I know that there's a lot of people here who probably have blown their accounts on NAS. Okay, I know for a fact. You can't tell me, because I think we've all blown accounts on NAS, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, and it can be a combination of things. It can be because you don't understand the lot size. It can be because you try to scale in too quickly. It can be because you went too, you just put a 0.10 on your $100 account, whatever it is. Okay, now let's just say you sold here, and this is a okay, hold on. This is a 200 pip move, okay, on NAS. Okay, which is pretty considerable. All right. Now, if you're gonna do, the smallest lot size you can do on NAS is a 0.01, y'all, right? Unless you're trading the mini NAS, which you can actually trade, like less than that. But let's just say you put a 0.01. Okay. And you would so this is okay, you definitely wouldn't trade this account with $100 account, because your risk, you would have to risk at least like maybe 70 points, right? Which would mean you're risking $70. You can't risk $70 on a $100 account. You're gonna blow it, right? It's not doable with a $100 account. Okay, it's not doable. So we would have to instantly not trade this if we saw this trade with a $100 account. You would at least probably have to start with something like 400, 300, 400, right? If it's like a $70 risk, that's like what, y'all, 10, 20%, 20% would be $80. That's still a little, but I'm just giving you guys an example. That's why when you have these small accounts, you can't trade NAS. Like, you need a little bit more unless you're trading the mini. So that's rule number 1. When you're trading NAS, you have to start with something decent. You can't start with a little $50, $100 and expect to hit it big, unless you're an advanced trader who you know what you're doing. So for AM, who said, oh, what if it goes in the opposite direction, you blow your account? Well, it's probably because you have a small account. Okay, but if you have a big enough account, then you're fine. So let's just say like we start with $500 actually, which I think is a good entry level. Okay, you come in equity, okay, with trading NAS, okay, and you put a 0.01 here. You're risking 70 pips, which would be $70 on a 0.01. And then let's say you put in the second entry here, all right, and let's just say you put a third entry here. I'm gonna say you have 3 entries, okay. And they're all 0.01s. Okay. What the heck? Hold on, y'all. StreamYard is just super slow. Okay. So let's say you had 3 entries, right? Now, as you can see here, you would make $200 on your first entry, because that's like 200 points, let's just say. Your second entry, you would make like 100, so that's about $100. So that's $300. Let's just round down, and then the last one is like, let me see, the last entry is like, I think 50. So you would literally take your $500 account to roughly like $850 off of your 0.01s off scaling on NAS correctly. You just made like over 60% of your account scaling in properly. And here's the key though. Each entry doesn't have a lot of drawdown. Okay? That's the key, is that each entry that you have should not go in considerable amount of drawdown. So imagine if you had the strategy, or basically enough confidence to know that each entry that you take, okay, isn't going to go 40, 50, 60 point drawdown. You know, like max, it might go 10, 20 points, 30 points max, but it's not going to go 60, 70 points in drawdown. If it does, then you know you're in the wrong direction. So that's how so there's no way that you should be able to blow your account, because if you know how to scale them properly, each entry, you're not going to get 50-point pullback, or drawdown. That's not going to happen if you know what you're doing and if you're scaling properly and methodically. Again, it's a science tool. There's a method to it. You can't just like, oh, I feel like putting a 0.01 here. Oh, let me put another 0.01, and just every time you feel like putting a 0.01 or adding to it. That's not the way that you scale in. So each entry has to be a confirmed entry. But once you do that and you're in that overall trend, you're going to make money, and you're going to see how those small positions start to add. So instead of having $100 or $150 day, you'd have a $300, $350 day just off scaling on that trade properly. Right? So it's all about just knowing your risk, right? Which I advocate, if you're starting with a small account, to really do like 5% per trade, anywhere from like 3 to 5% per entry. And that's when you're being aggressive. Like that's when you're just trying to build a small account. And I promise you guys, like you can really build a small account just off 5% risk per trade. Like if you're accurate, here's the thing, you have to be accurate though. You can't be one of those people who like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm not accurate yet. No, you have to get accurate first, right? Then you have to understand how to scale in. That's number 2. And then you can apply more risk to your trading. You can start to, okay, let me put 5% per risk or per entry basically. And you have maybe 2 or 3 entries, confirmed entries per trade. But if you don't have that backbone, if you don't have that skeleton built up yet, that foundation set up properly, then it doesn't matter if you risk 5%, 10%, 2%, you're going to lose, you're going to blow your account anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Okay. But if you're building a small account, you can easily do like 5% risk. All right. So hopefully that helped that question really quick. Let me see what you guys are saying. Charles said, are you giving confluences when you teach NAS next week? Of course, bro. We'll trade it live together, and there's going to be videos on it in the whole course. Let me see. Andrew, the other day on Masmini, 300 on my account, 1K account, but eventually went into profit. Thank goodness I did with the AVA broker cause of it. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. AM, so what about 10.01 or 0.05? I don't use that. No, Andrew, that's too big. I wouldn't use 0.1s or 0.5s. I mean, even when I scaled in like my $1,000 account to basically like 10K in a couple of days on NAS, I start off with 0.01s, and then the max I was using was like 0.05s, and I was scaling in 0.05s. I didn't even get to 0.1s, or actually I think I did at the very end, but I scaled in very slow with 0.1. So it's, again, like you have to really build your account up to the thousands to even start to attempt to use 0.05s, 0.1s. I would, even when you have like $500, I would stick to 0.01s. There's really no need for you to go too heavy unless you really have a lot of practice with NAS, because NAS is different. NAS is very, very different. And again, I'm going to teach you guys. It's something that I've focused on heavily the past couple months of my trading, was really getting good with NAS and scaling it properly, because I was always accurate with NAS, but because I didn't know how to scale in properly, I would end up like losing a lot of money because I wouldn't scale in properly, and that was messing me up. So it wasn't even the trade itself, it was the management of my trade. So I think, a lot of you guys are probably struggling with that too. So number 1, we have to get you accurate with your analysis and understand where the market's going to go. And then 2, how to scale them properly to really build your accounts. No problem, AM. You're good. Okay. All right, guys. So let's go over let's go over some charts real quick. So NAS was a good drop. Let's go over the DXY really quickly. All right. So again, let's look at the DXY as a whole. All right. If you guys remember, like I told you guys, when it hit this area here, if you guys remember a couple of days ago, I was like, watch how DXY handles this level. Once it breaks this consolidation, you'll know where it wants to go. It broke it and then dropped and hit this other previous level here, right? You guys see that? Okay. You guys can see that clearly, right? How it dropped from that level. On again, these levels are built off of the higher time frames, off of the 4 hour and above. Okay. So it broke that level, then started to drop. Where did it drop to? It dropped to this level here. Yo, why is my computer being slow? It dropped. I think it's StreamYard, yo. StreamYard. When I'm streaming, it's like, I think I got to get my other gaming laptop. I didn't realize streaming takes so much toll on my computer. I need to get the big boy out. But anyway, as you guys see here, it dropped down here and created like a double bottom down here and then started to get bullish here, right? So you see how this was like Friday, right? It then got bullish again. So let's look at the higher time frames and see what the dollar is looking like for me, because let me see what it looked like on the daily. The daily, let me remove all the drawings so it looks clear so you guys can see. All right, so let's go on the weekly. So on the weekly, it rejected these like all-time highs basically, right? Rejected that area. Let's look at the monthly. Okay, we're in the middle. Let's look at the 3-day. To me, it looks like the dollar is bullish. I think it may be bullish for this week. That's what I'm thinking, guys. And the 3-day is actually one of my favorite time frames to look at for like the overall trend, because each candle is 3 days. Think about that. Each candle is 3 days, and usually you can kind of understand the momentum of what's going to happen for the week on the 3-day. So if you see a really good pattern on the 3-day, right? So if you know it's bearish and you know it's going to drop for 2-3 candles, then you know it's going to drop for the whole week. Does that make sense? So that's why it's one of my favorite time frames to look at. It's also one of my favorite crypto time frames to look at, the 3-day. It's actually really good for crypto as well. So that's actually how I picked it up and converted it to Forex, was because I was doing really well with crypto trading on my 3-day. I was like, maybe let me add this for Forex and see what happens. And sure enough, it actually started to work really well, give me a better overall time frame, like higher time frame analysis. So again, just a small nugget, but sometimes these small things can make a world of a difference, guys. Okay. So I look at the 3-day, and we have like a bullish engulfing here. It's rejecting this area, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. So let me hold on. Let me try to make it nice. Okay, yucky. All right, too much stuff here. Let me delete all this stuff. Remove. Who cares? Who cares about that? Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need any of this stuff anymore. Okay. On the 3-day, right? So this level for me on the 3-day is actually pretty cool. And so what we're seeing here, right, is like it pulled up. If it holds this level down here, then we're going to get bullish, and it's going to go to these highs here, which I'm going to move this right here. So this is the dollar. This is what I'm anticipating with the dollar. Okay. And then maybe we might even get a huge rejection, starts to drop here. That's possible. Who knows? Who knows how it handles once it gets to this level. But I do think for sure that if it holds this level here, which it is holding, then it for sure is going to go up to the 104.2 level, 104.2. So that's what I'm predicting for this week on the dollar, guys, is that it's going to get bullish. Now, we have a lot of confluences here. We have, if you guys look at it, well, again, on the higher time frame, we have a very simple pattern here. Look, we have a what? What's that called? What's that called? It's called a head and shoulders. Okay. So I like head and shoulders patterns, but I really only like them on the higher time frames. Okay. On the smaller time frames, they will fake you out. When you go on the smaller time frame, like when you go on the 15-minute or the 5-minute and you look for a head and shoulders, it's probably not it, man. It's probably not it. It's not the one. It's not the one. But when you go on the higher time frame and you see these patterns, they tend to hold with a very much more higher probability. So again, if the dollar holds this head and shoulders pattern, again, this is kind of on the higher time frame, right? If it holds this level, we're going up for sure. You can bank on it. We're going up. If this level holds, if the 101.8 level holds, so meaning that let me get my draw tool. If it holds this bottom level here, then you know for sure it's going to go up the rest of the week. Now, here's the thing though. If it breaks that level, if it breaks that 101.5 level, then guess what? We know that that's going to be a complete break of structure and we're going down because that means it gave absolutely no respect to this pattern and it wanted to disrespect the pattern, fake everyone out and continue downward, which it could very well do too, but I doubt it since it's on the higher time frame, right? It can easily break pattern when you're on the 15-minute, 5-minute, stuff like that. It's going to break your head and shoulders pattern all the time. But when you go like on the 4-hour and above, yeah, it's stuck. It's stuck like Chuck. Okay. So my overall bias for this week, the dollar's going to go up at least to the 102 level. But if it does pull back, breaks this level, which again is perfectly fine with me, then I'll know it wants to go down the rest of the week. And hey, then we'll just look for pairs and things correlating with the dollar bearishness for the rest of the week. I know for a fact this month is going to be a great month to trade. Volume is kicking in. It's always good. June, July, August, they're good months to trade. You know, some people say like, oh, it's the summer, volume isn't here. That's a lie. That's a lie. You know, volume's there. You're just not there. That's all. You're just not there. That's all. You know, I'm just being honest here. So it can be traded. All right. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. And again, if the dollar is going up, what does that mean? That means that like AUD USD would be what? Bearish, right? That means like AUD, well, one of my favorite pairs, AU would like probably drop, right? That means like probably GU would probably drop. And if you look at GU, look what it's doing on the higher time frame. This is the 8-hour, by the way. The 8-hour on GU is like this. What? Look at it. Looks really good to me. Look. This looks pretty clean to me. Once GU breaks this structure, it's game over. It's going down. It's going down. So if we get more bearish momentum, okay, hold on. Hey. All right, if we get more bearish momentum with GU, then it's going down. All right. Makes sense, y'all? Again, this is all based off the dollar. The dollar wants to move, it's going to move all these pairs with USD in it. GU is going to go down. EU is going to go down. AU is going to go down. UJ probably will go up. I don't know, but UJ is a little funky. Depends on what the Japanese yen wants to do. USD CAD is probably going to go up. USD Swiss probably going to go up. I don't really trade those pairs, so I'm just saying probably going to go up. Okay. So let's also look at the indices, right? So we kind of know what the main pairs are going to do. Again, you can base a lot of the main pairs I trade off the dollar. You know, if the dollar is giving you really good bullish momentum, then you kind of have a bias for that week. So let's look at NAS. So if the dollar is going up, then majority of the time NAS is probably going to go down. It's probably going to go down. So at the end of the week, we had a bearish engulfing here. Let me see what the 3 days doing. Let's see what the weekly's doing. Like it's NAS is in a tricky spot. NAS is in a tricky spot because this area here, it rejected. Then it made a weekly bullish engulfing. So what I think probably will happen with NAS is that it's going to be a short-term buy and then get bullish because I think NAS is ready to go up. Okay. So I think for the majority of the week, it's probably going to drop and then start to go up. So NAS is at a very funky position because it's like, look at these highs here. Look how it's hit, right? And then you have these. So these are like my main levels with NAS. If I had to show you my main levels with NAS, it would be like these three. Now, as you can see here, there's really no trade here, okay? Because we don't know if it's going to pop up from here. So like I want to see NAS break the zone and then I would sell it off the retest of that zone and then go down. Then that's a confirmed good trade for me. Okay, so I would want to see more bearish momentum first and then catch NAS down. Okay, but I have to see how it has to handle this level. I have to see what it wants to do. All right. So again, as you can see with my trading, guys, it's like, you know, it's like I'm playing Tetris. Okay. I'm one with the blocks. Okay. I'm trying to fit the blocks in wherever I can. And then I'm just playing the game. All right. I don't know how it's going to handle the zone. I'm not going to try to predict how it handles the zone. But what I do know is that if it shatters the zone, it's going down. And then that's going to signify to me that volume is going down, that the bearish momentum is now in control. So for you as a trader, what you want to do, right, is put yourself in a position where you know for a fact where the market is going to go or where the volume is, whether it's getting bearish or bullish, whether it's going up or down. You don't want to pick your spots in the market where you're unsure. And that's usually where you're going to lose. When you're like, oh, I don't know if it's going to go down or up, but let me just buy it because I want to get in early. Or let me just sell it because I want to get in ahead of time before. And I did that so much. You know, that was probably one of my biggest mistakes in, I would say, most recent years of my trading. You know, because it's like once you get so good, you just get cocky and you're like, I don't gotta wait. I could just get in early because I just know, you know. And tis, Ryan, young man, you know, that's how you get yourself jammed up in bad trades, losing unnecessarily. And it's something that I had to realize that I was doing wrong. And I was like, wow, like me trying to get in early, you know, just to make an extra 10, 20 pips isn't worth waiting for the full momentum to come in and then getting in. It's not worth it. It's not worth it because you're going to realize more times than not, you're going to get stuck in consolidation, get chopped out. Maybe you're in the wrong direction because you weren't patient enough to wait for the full confirmed momentum of the move. That's the key word there. The confirmed momentum of the move. because you as a trader want to get in the momentum, not when it's choppy, not when it's like, okay, it kind of looks good. You want to get in when like, okay, I know it's good. I know it's going to go down. Time to get in. You don't want to get in like, oh, it's kind of going down. I'll put a 0.01 on that and hopefully it drops to 10,000 points, like that's the way I think a lot of us trade, because we want the money now. We're anxious to get in, and we just don't understand that you have to really wait for the momentum to get in first to then engage in an entry to follow that momentum. So when there's no momentum, there's no trade. Y'all feel me? When there's no momentum, there's no trade. Somebody put that in the chat for me. Let me get a sip of water. Hold on. Yeah, let me look at the chat. Let me look at the chat. Shalice, I can teach a little bit. Shalice, I can teach a little bit. You feel me? I've been doing this thing a little bit. Years of trading, I kind of learned some things. I'm not. I learned some things. I can teach y'all a little bit. Okay, let me see. That's why I said I'm so excited to rock with you guys for like a month, 2 months. AM said, Ryan, what year did you become profitable and what changed? It was my 3rd year, AM. You want to know what? Okay, this is a great question, guys. I'm gonna actually show it really quick. Thank you, AM, for giving me this question, man. He said, Ryan, what year did you become profitable and what changed? Let me show you guys. Also, I showed this a lot, actually. So you guys know I've been trading for 7 years, right? Okay, cool. That's I say a bazillion times, right? Now, I went from blowing thousands to tens of thousands of dollars for almost 2.5 years, and then in between 2.5 to my 3rd year, I actually had my first 100K month. Actually, I started with a $2,000 account, and in 30 days, I got it to 100K. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Half of it was luck. Half of it was methodical planning and good trading. It was a combination of both. So I can't sit here and say, "Oh, I went from broke to GOAT overnight." That really wasn't it. I caught some really good trendy moves. I was doing a lot of things right, and I just caught a good amount of moves. Okay, but this was the biggest thing that changed, because I didn't go from not profitable to profitable, from changing mentors, from changing strategies, from going from intraday trader to swing trader. A lot of things that most people think changed. Like they're like, oh, did you change your strategy? Did you get a different mentor? Did you? None of that, right? The biggest thing that changed for me was my trade plan. I taught my students this all the time. My trade plan, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like I'm a pretty risky trader, and everyone's threshold when it comes to risk is different. But I'm pretty aggressive. Like I'm an aggressive guy in general. Okay, like I'm a risky frisky type of dude, and I would go in pretty aggressive with my trading. And so for me, I had to learn to slow down. I had to really learn how to slow down. And as soon as I I basically was like this. I was like, okay, if I start with a $2,000 account and I make 5% on this $2,000 account, and I do it, I get, let's say, maybe about I think I said like 40 trades. Okay, it was something like that, like 40 trades. If I can do like 40 trades, and again, 40 trades, think about like how many trades you can do in a month if you're trading Monday to Friday, let's say at least one session a day, right? Whether it's Asian session, London session, New York session, right? You can do 40 trades, or let's say 40 entries, if that makes sense. 40 entries. So again, let's take the example with NAS, right? And I showed you guys how it was like 3 entries. that would be me like 5%, 5%, 5%. Now, it's not like full blown 5% each. It's probably like 5%, 3%, 3%. But, again, I'm just saying, like, you would scale in. So it's not like you have to find 40 different trades. It's finding like one good trade and then also finding confirmed entries to scale in, right? So let's just say per entry. And as you can see here, I want you guys to look at this number here. After 40 trades, 5% risk, you would take $2,000 to 14,000, right? And I was like, okay, all right, that's not bad. And I'm like, okay, well, what if I did like 10%? And this is what I said to myself. I'm like, what if I did like 10% on 40 trades? And this is what kind of changed my life, basically. It said $90,000. So it's basically like 100K. And I'm like, so wait, if I basically risk 5%, and the way that most of my trades are, it's like 1 to 2, meaning if I'm risking 50 pips, I'm usually trying to target 100. Like, I usually do 1 to 1, 1 to 2, right? So if I'm risking 5% to make 10, or I'm risking 2% to make 4, or risking 1% to make 2, basically a 1 to 2 or 1 to 1 to 1 to 2 risk to reward. Okay. So I'm like, if I can risk 5% per trade and I win, let's say the majority of my trades, so I'd be able to hit like 10% a day. Okay. And I do that for an extended amount of time, that would get me to 90,000. And let me tell you guys the quick story. This isn't a quick story because I have to get off of here by like 7:30 for my paid students at 8 o'clock. But what ended up happening is I was like, you know what? I have nothing to lose. Let me see what happens. And I ended up just looking at the numbers. And some of you guys maybe have to visualize and see the numbers. Okay. Physically see that, okay, if you start with 2,000, okay, the first trade, you're going to make $200. Then you're going to make 220 the next day, then 242. So you have to see the numbers for it to maybe click in your brain like, wow, I can actually turn a little to a lot, but it has to be strategic, methodical, and consistent. It can't be like, all right, I'm going to risk 50% today, 5% tomorrow, 2%. Like, it has to be structured, right? So this is why I literally took like my 2,000 to like over 100K in like 30 days, basically, because I saw this for the first time, and then it clicked for me because I'm a visual learner, I'm a visual guy, and I'm like, wow, this makes sense. And all I did was risk 5% per trade, and I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty aggressive too. I was doing like 5% per entry, so sometimes I'd have 2 or 3 entries on my winning trades that would hit. Sometimes I hit 20, 30% a day, and those just compounded. It just compounded. It just went up and up, and I was actually in shock. And the reason why I did it is because I had nothing to lose. I was like, well, I've been blowing accounts for damn near 2 years anyway. What's taking it slow gonna do for me? Like, it just that was literally what I said to myself. I said I blew enough accounts that I gotta take it slow to just see what happens, because I'm blowing accounts anyway. What the hell? What's me blowing another account gonna do? It's nothing. Just add it to the stash, right? So I'm like, well, what if I go slow? What if I actually try to systematically do this and not go all in every trade and not risk 50% of my account, in one trade, and try to like flip my 2,000 to 20,000 in like 2 days or something. Instead, just try to take it to 100K a little bit slower and more methodically. And it worked. And that's actually what helped me kind of start a trade plan. And now we have a way better version of this trade plan, which we're going to teach you next week, guys, with the journaling and different things that we have, because this is just a very basic outline of journaling and trade management and trade plan, just a very basic free way to look at things. So there's a very more advanced and better version and better way to look at it. But for all you beginners and people who are in the boot camps, like, again, you should be in the boot camps, but whatever. If you're not in, okay, I understand. Again, email us. But for those people who need it, I would say use this website, compounddaily.org/calculator, and try to figure out what's your goal. Like, what are you trying to hit? If you're trying to hit 10K this month, right? but all you have is a $500 account. It's doable. You have to break it down though. Again, how many trades can you do a week? How accurate are you? What percent risk are you comfortable with? And you start to reverse engineer your goal. And once I did that, that's when I hit my first 100K. And it still hasn't been all flowers and butterflies ever since. I still had lots of ups and downs even after that. But that was the beginning of me realizing that this can work, that this actually can really work if I follow the plan. But, my problem was I didn't have the discipline to stick with my plan. Even after having a lot of success, I was like, I don't need it now, because I thought I was too good for it. And then I was mistaken again, so there was a lot of ups and downs in my trade career for sure, and I don't hide that with you guys at all because that's just real life. But I would say that for my trade, really seeing visually this trade plan really helped me, man. And that's what really transitioned me from losing a lot of money every single month to actually having my first 6-figure month for sure. Hopefully that helped, my brother. I think it was a good question. I think a lot of you guys need to hear that. Oh, it says 40 days, Shakira? Yeah, 40. Well, basically like 40 trades. So even though it says days, length of term in days, you can think of it as like actual trades. So think of it like this is each trade. This is the 6th trade. This is the 5th trade. This is the 4th trade. But yeah, that's the way I was looking at it. Like, okay, if I could do 40 trades in 30 days, but again, you can do it in days if you want to do like, okay, 30 days, so what's your goal every day, however you want to do it, right? If you did, 10%, every day, or, technically you can't do it because if you're trading Forex anyway, you can only trade 20 days out the month, technically, because Monday to Friday, unless you're trading crypto on Saturday and Sunday, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend that. So, technically you'd have to put 20, just being real. But again, that's only if you're doing one trade or you're trying to target 10%, or again, it's all about what your goal is. For me, it's like, all right, I know I can do, maybe like 40, 50 trades, maybe not a month, but I'm usually doing like 2 trades a session. And sometimes I can do 2 sessions a day. So if I'm trading Asian and New York, that's 4 trades a day. 4 times 5 is 20. I can do 20 trades a week for me. I can do 20 trades a week pretty easily. Okay. And that's not including scaling in on my entries. If we counted the scale ins, it's probably like 30 to 40 trades a week. Seriously. So, again, it's just kind of configuring it to your style and what you want to do. And again, for those of you guys who may be confused about this, or maybe this is like, whoa, this is a lot, I'm going to have a whole masterclass and training on this with you guys extensively. Okay. So don't worry if this is too much for you, because we will break this down to bite-sized pieces so that you understand. All right. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me see the chat really quick. Brianna said, if you were doing 101, would your percentage still be same? Yes, Brianna. Yes. Yes. So basically, let's say like you're risking 20 pips to make 20 pips. Yes. Because you're still risking 5% of your account. So you're risking 5% to make 5%. Again, but it all stems from you have to be accurate. Like you can't be out here 50% accurate doing 1-to-1s. That doesn't work. You're going to lose. Ramby said, what pairs were you trading when you profit 100K? Good question, my brother. It wasn't NAS. It was all AU, GA, Euro USD. At those times, that's what I was trading the most. GBP odd, AUD USD, yeah, and Euro USD. Those are like my main pairs. A little bit of GU. AU was Bay though. AU has always been Bay. Sabrina said, "Can we do a live trade session with you, scaling it?" Yeah, we're gonna do that, of course. Of course, Sabrina. What do you think you paid the premium for, girl? What do you think you paid the bootcamps for? That's what we're gonna do. Of course. AM, so why do you scale and Max does not? Because Max is just a different trader. She has a different style. She's more of a swing trader. But I can tell you though, she has gotten better at scaling in, but she doesn't put that out there. But I have been putting her on a little bit, So she's gotten actually better, but she's more so of a swing trader. She'll put like one position and just let it run. So she, again, it all depends on your personality and your style, guys. Let me see. Got the company. What finally got you consistent understanding the market, how it moves? Okay, no problem, K-Dub. So K-Dub got the compounding part. What finally got you consistent in understanding the market and how it moves? Oh man, great question. It was really like back testing, man, and studying my damn self. I learned from a lot of different people, and most of the stuff that I learned, it didn't resonate with me, and I just didn't like. I didn't like the style. I learned a lot of stuff, guys. Any type of style that you can probably think of, I've studied, and I had to figure out my own style. And that's why I'm going to teach you guys extensively in the boot camps, like how I trade specifically, and how Max trades. And it's pretty, you want to simplify your trading. Let me put it to you that way. The more you simplify your trading, the better your trading is going to be, because you want the least amount of variables in your trading. So you want like a common denominator always in your trading. You want the same type of confluences, the same types of setups over and over and over again. You want that same consistency. So me just taking a step away from what everyone else was doing and back testing and studying my own strategy really helped me. Just to be honest, but I didn't really have a mentor, guys. Like so I didn't have anyone to just study under who I knew was doing super well, that I could just take what they had and figure it out. Let me see. Ajar. And okay, we'll do the gold analysis TBG. It just like, can you talk about the bootcamp schedule? Surely, my brother, really quick. So without going too crazy into it, every day you're gonna get something. Every day. All right. So you're gonna have like on Sunday night. So let me give you guys an example. On Sunday night, you're gonna have the weekly market overview. Then on Monday, you have the study study session with Max. Tuesday morning, you're trading live with me in New York. Wednesday, we have like a masterclass. Thursday, we have another live session. I'm also going to do like a London session on that Thursday night into Friday. Friday night, we're going to do a trade review / checking your losing trades that week. And in between all of those days doing all those different things, we're going to be dropping videos every day for you. So every day you're going to get videos to watch. Okay. So it's a whole course, throughout the whole curriculum. Does that make sense? So there's a lot of stuff here, guys. I wish I could show you guys this stuff, but I can't because it's being recorded. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. I wish I could show it to you. Like the stuff in the back office and stuff, but you got to get in. You got to get in the club. You can't be outside the club trying to get the champagne bottle. Okay. I'll give you the free water outside, though. Make sure you don't die of thirst, but you're not getting the champagne. Okay. Charles said, do you know what day next week you will be teaching NAS? No, I don't, Charles. But so the training will drop next week. I'm not sure on the exact day. But again, it will be in the schedule. The schedule will be cemented on Sunday. So when we do our Sunday night overall market analysis and everything, you guys will also get the cemented schedule, and I will pick the day. Like again, once I have a balance of everything that we're doing, I have to spread it out. Like, okay, pick the day that it's not that I don't get exhausted, basically. Because if we're doing something every day, I got to space it out. I don't want it to roll over into things that we're already doing, because we have every day is kind of jam packed, if that makes sense. So I am going to teach it. I just have to figure out which day, because that's going to be an add on to the already schedule, if that makes sense. Rashonda said, Ryan, can you show the video of you quitting your job? You're funny. You're funny. Clyde, when there is no momentum, there's no trade. Exactly, Clyde. It's on my YouTube, Rashonda. I'll drop the link. How about that? I'll drop the link for y'all, but I will I'm not gonna show you guys. I'll show my people in the paid. If you're paid, I'll show y'all. Rashonda, aren't you in? You're in the premium, aren't you? Cassandra, she said I'm in the club. You are in the club. Listen, I'm gonna show it to my bootcamp people today at 8 o'clock, literally in 40 minutes. I'm gonna show y'all. Exactly. You're in the club, girl. You all right? I'm gonna show it to y'all at 8 o'clock. I'm not gonna show it to the free people, man. I'm just here helping the people who need the help. Okay. All right. So let me, I know all y'all basically paid, which, I love y'all dearly, and we're going to make a lot of money and a lot of gains in the market and in level in trading and in your knowledge and just everything. Okay. So, but all my people who are not paid, I want you guys to ask questions. Okay. So everyone who's premium and VIP, you can, because we're literally going to get on the call in literally 40 minutes together. Right. So stop asking questions. Y'all gonna have a whole another hour, 2 hours with me. Okay. So all the people who are not paid, all right, if you're not in the boot camps or in the premium or VIP, let me know, what questions do you guys have? Because that was hilarious. It was hilarious. It was. I'm gonna show you guys at 8. Because I want to get you guys in, and I need to know if you have any questions. So for those of you who aren't in the boot camps, if you have any questions, so you can ask me now here in the chat, or you can email us at, I'll type it one more time, the trade authority at gmail.com. Right, because you got 24 hours to get in. After Sunday night, it's a wrap. It's a wrap ski. There's no more. Cassandra says, "We're opening your message, please." Sure, Cassandra, just for you. Hold on, let me see. You mark up your zones with so much expertise and precision. Can't wait to learn from you. Of course, Cassandra. That's gonna be very big. Teresa said, "Hold on, I'm not seeing your message, Teresa. How were you learning if you didn't have a mentor?" Trial and error, Teresa. Through blood, sweat, and blown accounts, girl. Do you understand? Blood, sweat, blown accounts. That's how I learned. Okay? And it was not fun. It was not fun. That's how I learned. Let me see. So luckily, you guys don't have all those problems. Like, you're in the boot camp, so. Let me see. I'm trying to read out your guys' questions. Let me see. So Tammy said, not sure what Ryan will say, but Max says withdraw every week. In this plan, maybe ride it to the end. So Tammy, let me tell you something right now. I used to be someone who used to withdraw, let's say bi-weekly, maybe like two times a month, right? Like that was really my thing. Like, all right, every other week I would draw, like every other Friday. What I do now is very different. I actually would draw more than Max now, which is kind of nuts. I would draw almost every day or every other day. That is actually something that's held me accountable, that's made me more consistent, and it's helped my trading psyche Because let's say I have a $5,000 day, right? I'll withdraw like, let's say 1,000, 2,000 out of that, and I'll just keep it for myself. So then 3,000 will be in the account, and then I'll just trade it. Like, and it makes me feel a lot better because it's like, as a trader, you want to know that the time that you put in, you're getting paid for. One of the things that used to happen to me a lot is, again, a lot of you guys know, I would take small accounts to big accounts, to say $1,000 to 10K. And because I'm trying to go from like 10K to like 50K really quickly, again, this is like over leveraging, going very hard. This isn't like, me going through my trade plan. This is like, oh, I'm just trying to build this thing super quick, and go balls to the wall crazy. And I would end up like losing a lot of my profit because I would just take a bad trade. I'd be calling consolidation or something. And so when I trade like that, I realized that it's way better for me to just take my profits every day. Now, when you are trading like this, and this is something I would recommend as well, even when you're trading with the compound daily, like the 5% a day, 10%, whatever you're trying to do, I would still recommend that you get in the habit of withdrawing every day. Even if, let's just say you have $100 day, even if you just withdraw $10 or $20, okay? Like, it's not about the dollar amount. It's actually more about your psyche as a trader, because you know what that does for you? It, like, as human beings, we put in time and effort and energy, and you want to get paid, you want to get compensated. So even if it's $1, even if it's $10, even if it's $100, it makes you feel good. And that feeling continues to push you to want to trade and to become more patient and to follow it through. But when you don't have that feeling, right? When you don't have that feeling of it's paying off for me, it's a lot harder to stick it through. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a lot harder to see the light at the end of the tunnel. When you're just like, I'm not seeing any reward. I'm putting all this time, all this energy, all this studying, but I'm not seeing anything. So what transcended for me in my trading was, let me start to go from, all right, instead of withdrawing every 2 weeks or something, let me just withdraw every damn day, or damn near almost every day, like every day, every other day. And I can tell y'all from experience that that has helped me tremendously. Like, just stay more consistent and driven and focused in my trading, because you feel like I'm getting paid every day. Why would you not want to get paid every day? You go to work, you clock in every day to get paid, right? Okay, then. And if you're trading every day, you want to get paid, right? Okay, then. So it's really a psyche and mental thing. And I think, again, it's not going to be perfect for everyone. You have to experiment with this. But I think for the majority of people, it's something that you should try, and it really will help you. Charles said, do you have to pay taxes on full amount? Listen, I'm going to look, man, y'all don't even know. I'm going to be on y'all this whole week. We're going to have a profitable session on live. I'm like, I want to see withdrawals, people. Show me the withdrawals. That's what I'm like, don't tell me you won the trade. Don't tell me you made $500. Out of that $500, I want to see $100 withdrawal. I'm serious. That's how I'm going to be on y'all every session. Yeah, that's awesome advice. You have to pay taxes on full amount of profits, even if you don't withdraw them. Charles, that's the answer for in the bootcamp, my brother. I can't answer that publicly. I am not a CPA, so I can't talk about taxes. Ryan, is there a separate Telegram for the paid members, or how will we get the live schedule? Julie, aren't you Wayne? So we have the premium Telegram group, and then if you're VIP, you're in the Discord, and then you'll see the events tab, like when you're in the group. So, like, for instance, you should see, let me see here. So when you go to like the premium membership, and you see like events, you'll see the events tabs. And this is like, so look, tomorrow, 8 p.m., weekly market overview. Then Monday, premium study hall. Then Tuesday, 6 a.m. with me, live New York session. Then Wednesday, Asian session. Okay. Then Thursday, masterclass. Then Friday, then Sunday. Well, Friday, I'm personally gonna do the Q&A, going over the, losing trades, good trades, everything with you guys. So that's gonna be added. So it's just then I have to add my NAS training. I'm not probably gonna do a masterclass this week on it because the whole schedule is just jam packed with stuff. But you guys will get the training at least this week with the NAS stuff. So you will see in the events tab, and then also we will post it in the Telegram if you're in the premium, and we'll post it in the Discord if you're in the VIP. Okay. Yes, we're on Zoom tonight, Teresa, in 30 minutes with all my paid people. Okay. Is there any questions for anyone who's not in? I think like the majority of y'all are in or want to be in. But anyone who's not in, do you have any questions for me? Okay, I would like to talk to anyone who's not in, who's like, has any questions that they can just ask me directly. It doesn't have to be about the boot camps. It can be about trading. It could be about anything. It can be about life, what it's like to be light skinned. I don't know, whatever you want to ask me, it's fine. I'm here to answer. I'm your servant for today. What with that? What link? Is it the same as the Saturday link? So I will post the link, Teresa, in the events tab. And I'm going to post it in the Telegram group and also the VIP Discord. So you'll see it in the events tab, you'll see it in the Telegram, and you'll see it in the Discord, depending on where you are. Okay. Is there a checklist that will show you? Shungu said, Julie, there is a checklist that will show you the link to join. Right. You if you're in the premium, you should be in the Telegram. Okay. And if you're VIP, you should be in the Discord. Erica said, those that aren't in need to be picking your mentor's brain and getting what you can get from him now. Don't be shy. This is Erica, this is a safe space. You feel me, Erica? Erica. So this is a safe space. This is a safe space. I promise I won't judge you. It's all right. Julie said, yes. Where do we get the checklist? It is in the back office, Julie. If you have any problems, tag me or Coach Max in the Telegram. I think you're premium, right, Julie? I'm not sure. In the Telegram. So I'll be active in these chats, guys, in the Telegram groups and also the Discord, starting really like tomorrow. TBC, did you use the gold trade the other day? The market reversed them. Yes, I did, TBG. I did, man. It sucked. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I didn't lose a trade in probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I probably won like my last like 10 to 12 trades straight. And then the one trade I post, of course I lose, right? That's just life. The one trade I post for everybody that I'm pretty confident in gold. But gold, you know what happened is that it was a London session trade. So I did get in, and this was it was an aggressive trade, guys, because I kind of went over this, but I was expecting it to drop actually more. So this was gold, right? And I was expecting it to really drop more and then really get in on this entry here, the 2 point and the 4 point, basically, which I'll show you guys like what it would be like, something like this. So the circles are like really where my entries should have been, and my entry was like here. And this is a really good example of waiting for the momentum of the market. Like, remember how I was talking about that earlier, and I literally said like, when there's no momentum, there's no trade. And this is a beautiful example of just how there really wasn't enough momentum in gold, and that's why I lost this trade. Now, if I would have waited for it to break and then sell, I would have won my trade. Or again, if I would have not got in, deleted this, and then waited it to break this level, then I could have got in for the buy here when it retested the level and bought it. Like, so again, it's waiting for the momentum. Whether it's going up or down, you're waiting for the momentum. So that was just real life me messing up and me getting cocky, because I've been winning all my trades and I think that I'm impervious to losing sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just get in a little early. So like, again, that's just me being real with you guys. Like it happens even with me. Like I make these human errors. And so so I started to journal, right? I started to journal these things. And because I started to journal with the new method that we're going to teach you guys, I started to see when every losing trade, or I would say the majority of losing trades for me is when I don't wait for the momentum and I kind of just try to get in like a little bit early. Like I'm like, okay, let me just get in a little bit early, right? And as you can see here, the difference of pips was only like 20 pips. But if I just wait for just 25 more pips to go down and then catch the pullback, I could have been in a trade that would have easily cleared 100 pips, relatively no drawdown, if I just would have waited a little bit more. Does that make sense? So that's just, what happened. I make mistakes too. You can't see my screen? Wait, you guys can't see my screen? Oh no. Hold on, my bad. What's going on here? You guys can't see my screen. I just did that whole explanation and y'all didn't see it. All right, my bad. That was a fail. That was a fail. My bad, y'all. I feel like I failed you guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm sorry. Here we go. Hold on. Let me show y'all. Hold on. I did all that. Okay, I'm gonna show this, guys, and I gotta get off here, okay? Because I gotta get ready for my paid people at 8 o'clock. So I'll show you guys. Hold on. What I was showing you, what I should have showed you. Hold on. Here we go. All right, cool. So this is what happened on the gold trade. So this is the 30-minute. I'm just using this as an example, okay? And this is what I was looking for, right, guys? I was looking for the sell, but honestly, again, and gold sometimes gets me because it's so, when it's nice, but when it's bad, and that's why if y'all notice, like a lot of when I lose, I have a higher losing rate in gold. Like I have a very high winning rate when it comes to NAS, AU, AJ. Like I usually rip those pairs apart and really barely lose. When I play with gold, however, it's like 70-30. It's like it's it's a love-hate relationship, okay? It's a very love-hate relationship. So what I started to do is I started to journal, okay, on each entry, each pair that I trade. And because of the journaling that we are going to teach you guys in the boot camp, it's helped me see exactly all of my losing trades and why I'm losing them, right? And one of the things that was a common denominator for a few of my losing trades was I was just getting just a smidge too early, just a smidge, So let me show you guys really before I hop off of here. So my entry on gold was kind of like here, somewhere around this area, right? It was like a really good entry. I'm not gonna lie. Like I thought it was a good entry anyway. It was like up here, and then I was up like 10 pips or something. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's gonna drop. But here's the thing: I have a zone here that I needed to be broken to show me bearish momentum was in. Then I had this upper level zone that I kind of drew here. Okay. Now, what should have happened, again, this is why I showed you guys, or I spoke to you guys earlier, when there's no momentum, there's no trade, right? You want to wait for the momentum. Like when it's consolidating or it's tricky or it's in an area you're not certain of, wait for the momentum to kick in first. And this is the reason why, because when I sold it, the momentum really wasn't there. It was a little bit, but structure really wasn't broken. And so what ended up happening is it dropped a little bit, then hit this level, and then completely shattered that level, right? And basically, instead of selling it here, I could have just been patient and then instead bought it here, okay, and then rode it up, right? Because it broke that level and then got really bullish. Or I could have waited for it to really drop and then sell it here. So because I just wanted that extra 20 pips and I'm thinking like, okay, let me get in before the momentum kicks in, I lost the trade. Does that make sense, guys? Hopefully it makes sense. So it's something I'm going to teach you guys as well, so you guys don't make that mistake, and you know how to see the momentum and the structure break of the pairs that you're trading. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though. Gold to me is the most difficult pair to trade. Out of all the pairs that I've traded, to me, gold is the most difficult. It's the most difficult to be consistent. It is, by far, in my opinion. I can trade AU all day, AJ all day, NAS all day, you know, EURUSD, GU all day. Gold to me is like, it's erratic. You have to really understand gold. And I make a lot of money off gold, and I've lost pretty bad on gold. So it's something that you have to be patient with. Okay, like you have to be very, very patient with. Like, you know, I was looking for the sell on gold, and I was only looking for like 50 pips, and look, it dropped freaking 200 pips, and that's what happens with gold sometimes. Like, you know, I thought it was gonna drop. I thought it was only gonna drop 50, and I got out 50 pips, and then it just dropped 200. I'm like, whatever. So, you know, I'm going to show you guys how to see that more clearly. But, you know, I kind of just got in a little bit early, and I suffered on that. You know, that was really, I would say it was a pretty bad loss for me, because it was like, I was like completely wrong. I wasn't like a little bit wrong. I was like completely wrong. I'm usually not that wrong. I had to question myself, like, damn, can I trade? The hell? This thing went straight up. What the heck? It shot up like 100 pips, you know, and sometimes that happens. And really what it was me not waiting and being patient enough for the momentum to kick in properly. Whether it's going to go down or up, I just had to wait for the momentum to kick in. And because I got in before the momentum got in, is why I took that out. So hopefully you guys can just, you know, learn from that and see the transparency from the trading, you know, just. All right, let me see. Classen, when Clyde, you have to email us at thetradeauthority@gmail.com. You have 24 hours, my brother. You have 24 hours. 24 hours. Kimby, there is no payment plan, but you can email us, but there is no payment plan. I trust this fix with a premium. Yeah, Rachel, we're good. The problem is that, you know, when we do StreamYard, it's kind of like, it's a streaming service, so I don't know, it's weird. Like, it's not as easy. Like when I do my Zoom sessions, like when we do the private, it's all Zoom. I've never had a problem with. StreamYard is kind of like sometimes problematic. I get it. Exactly, Teresa. You have a spammer here? What the? Yo. What? Okay, we're blocking this guy. What the heck? Okay, we blocked him. Eric said, do you have any offers to sponsor if I could use to get in? That's a great question, Eric. I'll tell you guys this right now. And this is, I'll be honest with you guys. If anyone would like to sponsor someone, you know, and you feel it in your heart to sponsor someone, then you can email us at the Trade Authority, okay, at gmail.com, if you would like to sponsor someone, you know, for the premium. So Eric, I would say email us as well too. Say, hey, I would like to be sponsored if I can. We'll ask the community if you know, like 2 people have actually sponsored people, so it's pretty dope. You know, we have a really dope community. And if you are serious, again, if you email us, and I'll put the email for everybody really quick. Why do I have a banner here? I'm not trying to make a banner. Comments, let me see. I'll post it really quick. Okay, if you would like to get sponsored, then just email us. And if you would like to sponsor someone, if you feel it in your heart to sponsor somebody, you know, Again, this isn't required from anybody, but if you would like to, if you feel like you want to bless somebody into it, into the boot camp, we had actually a lot of that when we did the 7 week. We had like, I think like 10 or 20 sponsors. It was actually amazing, you know. So, but you can ask, and we'll see if we have a sponsor, my brother. Okay. And as a beginner, what is the maximum risk percentage I should take for each trade? Ramby, 1 to 2%. Ramby, stick to 1 to 2%. Okay. So let me let you guys go, because all my paid people, I will see you in like 15 minutes. And I need to go eat something before I rock with you guys, because this is like I just did a whole 2 hours with y'all, and then I'm about to do probably another whole 2 hours with my paid people. Okay. Yeah, of course you can, McKinney. Are you in the Telegram? Did you see the link to the Telegram? Teresa, I have to go now. I have things to do before the Zoom. Thanks. Nope, no problem, Teresa. I'm going to post the Zoom link literally in like 5-10 minutes once I get off here. I'll post it everywhere for you guys. Yeah, you can, McKinney. You should be able to get in. So make sure you'll see in the events tab. You're going to see it. So let me hold on. Let me see here. You'll see it in the events tab. So when you go to like the events here, you'll see it. Okay, you're gonna see it. All right. So it's not there now, but it's gonna pop up in like 10 minutes. So the Zoom link will be there, and then when you're in the Telegram chat, if you're premium, you should be in the Telegram chat. I'll post it in there. If you're VIP, then you'll also see it in the Discord chat. So you'll see it in the events, you'll see it in the Telegram chats, and you'll see it in the Discord chats. Okay, it's not there right now. I got to set it up, literally hop off, set it up, eat, and then hop on with you guys. All right. And I'll show you guys what we're going to do. Okay, you got it, McKinney? Okay, cool. Okay, you just sent the email confirmation, McKinney. Got you. Yeah, the pat. Yeah, I'll post the password. I'll post the password, guys. You will need a password to get it. Ramby said like 5% of my calendar ratio is more important. Both, Ramby. Just get in, bro. Just get in. Get in the boot camps, man. I can't stress it enough. Just get in the boot camps. All right. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. Again, for all those people who aren't in, you've literally 24 hours, because after tomorrow night, no one can get in. Zero. There is no sponsorships. There is no freebies. There is no, hey, can I get in last minute? I got paid. No, you have to get in today or by tomorrow afternoon. That's it. That's it. Okay. Clyde, can you join late? Yeah, you can join tomorrow. That's late. That's late. P. Thompson, I don't think anyone's gonna sponsor VIP, girl. That's a little too much money. You know, we ain't doing VIP sponsorships. All right. We that's what we're not gonna do. That's not fair. Because everyone who's in VIP has earned it, has made a sacrifice, you know, and that's not fair to them. We're not doing sponsorships into VIP. You have to earn it, you know, but you know, we can do sponsorships into premium. It's okay, Jackie. I understand. Email us and see, and just ask for a sponsorship, and then if we do get one, we'll let you know. That's as fair as I can make it, right? So if we have sponsored spots or anything like that, we'll let you know. So just email us and see. Okay. Okay, McKinney. Are you in the? Make sure you're in the Telegram, man, as well. If you're in the premium. Eric sent it. Okay. All right. I gotta get out of here, guys. I gotta get set up for my pay people. Love you all. Make sure you get in. Stop playing with yourself. you know, and if you're not in yet, figure out what you got to do so you can get in by tomorrow. All right. See you guys when I see you guys.